Good morning, everyone. Welcome to week 11. And let's start our day morning without further ado. So, 11th week, enlivening the heart. God knows everything. Every law of nature is part of the thought of God, which created everything. The interaction of molecules, the seasons, the states of physical love, physical matter, the spiritual words, gravity, and time, the nature of love, the purpose of mankind, the balance of nature, galaxies, and on and on. God knows it all. He knows it consciously. That is, it is His thought that contains all knowledge. By now, you know the logical extension of God's omniscience. You also know everything. You are that one and same thought. Everything in that thought is here for you to know and think. You only need to tune into that thought and ask whatever you want to know. How silly it is, then, that you make mistakes. How silly it is to wonder what course of action is in your wisest interest. The answers are all there. There is no reason, there's no need to guess or fumble. Suffering of any kind arises only when you aren't tapped into that knowledge. Suffering results from mistakes, and mistakes are not taking and using the knowledge that is yours. You missed the take, mistakes. Now, there is no excuse for errors or suffering or simply not living your life to the fullest. You know your origin and you know you share in God's all knowingness. Furthermore, now you are in tune with your higher self and all that source of all knowledge. With such awareness, every impulse of yours is naturally correct and perfect to bring your experiences filled with all of God's qualities. You may not intellectually understand everything there is to know. The intellect is such a small part of you. It's in your head, while the connection to all intelligence is in your heart. In your heart, you know that you are doing is right, even though your intellect may not understand and may even argue against it. The intellect is limited to the sum total of your experiences since you separated from your higher self. The intellect assumes that you are a separate and lone being. That's fantasy. What your head can tell you is based on a fantasy. My heart doesn't deal in fantasy. It is your connection to your whole self, to all intelligence, and to all truth. It leads you to the right action, to fulfillment, to success, and back to wholeness. That's why the emphasis this week is on enlivening your heart. The first day this week, you are to write out a creating formula to do just that. The claim section is simply I claim now that I enliven and empower my heart to bring me my all knowing intelligence. Use your quiet period today to discover what thoughts you have that inhibit your heart from opening up to all knowledge. Deal with those thoughts in the fourth section of the formula. After you've written out your creating formula for your heart, become comfortable and familiar with each section. You want to repeat it easily without the paper at least once each day this week. Remember to be centered in your heart when you say or think the formula. Feel the truth as you think each section. The second and every other day this week is your time now to practice a new tool for tapping into that all knowing intelligence. This new tool is a kinetic signal from your higher self for a yes or no. Actually, you may already have the signal. A chill up the spine when you're about to say or do something evil or inappropriate is common. Some people experience sweaty palms or they twitch someplace. These could be various forms of signals from your higher self. You may not remember any now, but as you become more familiar with signals, some will dawn on you. You are in charge of what signals you want. Always remember that. You're not a victim to any particular signal. If you feel it is too obvious to anyone watching, or if it hurts, or if you just don't like it, you can tell your higher self to give you a new one. This is true with all signals, even the main signal from your higher self, as well as the new yes or no signals, since you learned this week. Now sit comfortably with your head and spine very vertical. Settle down with your attention in your heart. Get your highest self signal and communicate for as long as there is feeling to do so. Then say, dear, my higher self, please give me a yes signal by rotating my head from right to left 3 times. Sit easily with your head as though it were sitting in a pivot. Don't resist any movement. Let it gently swing to the left and then back to the point of beginning. It will repeat this 3 times, and your higher self signal will return. Practice this yes signal several times. When you feel comfortable with the yes signal, say, dear higher self, please give me a no signal by rotating my head from right to left once. Then relax again and allow your head to rotate to the left and return to its original position. Practice the signals several times. Each day, practice the yes and no signals by demanding the yes and then the no. Mix them up. This week is only to practice the signals. For now, don't ask questions that are to be answered by signals yet. Just get them strongly perfected so you can read the yes and no easily. Feel so comfortable with them that you have no doubt about this process. If another signal comes instead of rotating head, and if you like that signal, go with it. Your higher self may know that another important type of signal is better for your for physiology. Again, if you can't stand yes or no signal, you can demand a different one. Don't, however, demand different signals just to test the process. Tests of this type do not work. It will make you vulnerable to doubts. Throughout this week, simply be aware that your heart is opening, trust your feelings, and act upon them. Your creating formula is enlivening and empowering your heart. This is the connection to God's thought, which is all knowledge. Its input will be the feelings of the heart. Enjoy it. So let's meditate over this and try and find our signals today. And of course, otherwise, we'll keep trying throughout the week.
Prachi, I have a question.
Yes, Dipali.
Why are these yes and no signals for?
If you're doing something wrong in your life, are you on the right path or the wrong path? That's what the book says.
Okay, so every time, but how do we decide when do we want a yes or a no?
No, so when you're doing something wrong, you'll get that
Okay,
vibration in your body, and then you will know
okay,
you're on the
okay.
wrong path.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, so let's meditate and let's find our signals. Let's inhale in love. Feel it pulsating in our bodies. Exhale love and share with the world. Inhale light that makes us shine bright internally. And as we exhale, we share the light with the world. Inhale, enlivening our hearts. Gently exhale by sharing the enlivening with the world. I am made in the image of God. God is bliss, so am I. God is joy, so am I. God is love, so am I. God is light, so am I. God is a feeling of abundance, so am I. Today, let's go inwards and find our signals by using the creating formula. I claim now that I enliven and empower my heart to bring me my all knowing intelligence. Today, let's go deeper and deeper and get familiar and comfortable with every part of our being. Let's just feel the centering in our heart. Let's be ready to embrace the truth. We are love. We are light. We are growing brighter every single day. I claim now that I enliven and empower my heart to bring me my all knowing intelligence. Dearest higher self, today I need your guidance once again to go inward and to find the reason of my existence. Today I need you once again to give me the signals. Dearest higher self, please give me a yes signal by rotating my head from right to left 3 times. Let's keep practicing and finding the signals from our higher self. Dearest higher self, please give me a no signal by rotating my head from right to left once. Let's relax. Let's allow our head to rotate to the left and return to its original position. Let's practice this several times. If we aren't comfortable with signals, we can ask our higher self for a better signal. One for yes, one for no. I understand my heart doesn't deal in fantasy. I understand it is my connection to my whole higher self. This week, I will keep repeating to find the signals. Please guide me. Please help me. Thank you, dear higher self. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your guidance. May you keep guiding us always. Being a human, I have suffered. I have suffered because I have made mistakes. Now, I know in my life, with you as my guide, there will be no reason to suffer or err. I wish to live my life to the fullest. I wish to live a life knowing that you are guiding me. Furthermore, I wish to take my life with the source of your knowledge, being aware that every impulse of yours is naturally correct and perfect to bring me experiences filled with all of God's qualities. I claim now that I enliven and empower my heart to bring me my all knowing intelligence. I will keep sitting in the quiet periods today to discover what thoughts come up, what thoughts are not coming up. And I'm going to be open to all knowledge. Thank you, dearest higher self, for your guidance. Let's fold our hands in gratitude towards our higher self for making us into the best versions of ourselves, where all errors and mistakes are avoided, so that we never miss any take and we never mistake, because we are humans, but we are also guided by our higher self. Let's always be on a bright path, and let's all know the divine order is in place, divine guidance awaits us. We are guided. Let's rub our hands together. Bless our wonderful body, the head, our face. Just brush through your body top to bottom. And now let's once again fold our hands in gratitude towards life for giving us so many life lessons. Today, we are on this magical lesson of finding our deeper being. Let's open our hand towards the universe, thanking it for all the abundance of knowledge, of our connection with Supreme Being, with the higher self, knowing that we all are images of God. Thank you, universe, for making us grow spiritually and inwards. Thank you for all the signs, dear higher self. Thank you to all the divinities, to all the angels, masters, rishis, living in this plane or the others, for the constant guidance from our angels and guardians. Let's expand our angel heart. We are love. We are light. We are bliss. We are joy. And we are one. Let's fold our hands together with a deep internal prayer for our mind to evolve, our subconscious mind from where the higher self lives, to guide us into our purpose, our uniqueness, a body to be a part of us in our journey, and soul for evolving. Thank you, dear higher self, for your guidance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's bless each other in this inward journey, knowing we are here for a purpose. Pratima ji, Prima, Shelly, Dipali, Ritu, Radhika, Ayushi, Preeti, Neha. Love, light, and blessings to each one of us. Let's go deeper inwards in our own reflection time and tomorrow morning as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any
Thank
sharing?
you, Pralti.
Or we meet tomorrow. Let's meet tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.